ready to ride.
Hello and welcome to another tour video. In this video I will be touring two lots. The first one is this one. It's called Next to the Bookstore because this guy lives next to the bookstore. And I built this for the fantasy save of Little Red Riding Sim. She asked me to build a lot for a guy. This guy, his name, oh, what is his name again? Alejandro Martinez, and he has a little dog called Perrito Perfetto. I don't speak Spanish, so I'm probably not pronouncing it very well, I'm sorry. But she asked me to create a sim who's actually he's from the past, but somehow he ended up in today's world, and he wants to collect, oh, I can never pronounce those words. He wants to collect axolotls. So but he's very smart, and the style of the house, she wanted it to be reclaimed, so an old house that people have sort of done up again, reclaimed, and added some modern builds to it. And she asked me to build a house for him, also to create him, so I created him. And I always, it looks as if he has really big eyes, but it's because I made his eyes really big, so it looks as if he's wearing very thick glasses. I love doing that. It gives him a very innocent kind of look, but I like him. But so he's always dressed as a scout. He's a different kind of sim, but I like him a lot. So she wanted me to create a house, but she also wanted the lot to look like a street scene, basically. So she asked me to build maybe a store next to it, which I did. So this is his house, and this is sort of based on an old Mexican kind of house, and in the back he has extended some modern parts to it, and room for all his little creatures that he wants to collect. And the bookstore, that lot is called Next to Bookstore because he lives next to the bookstore. This is actually, it used to be a bookstore, but now it has been reclaimed by the people in this community, and it has basically been turned into like a community lot. But I'll show you that in a minute. First, let me just show you his house. It's difficult to tour this lot because it's actually smack in the middle of the city, and it's surrounded by all these other lots that you can't really go into. That makes it difficult to take photos of this lot and to actually tour it properly. But this is, yeah, basically what it looks like. I'm actually quite happy with the way it turned out. I'll just first zoom in so you can see Alejandro. So you can see his beautiful little face. See, he's got a lovely face. See, he's got really big eyes, but he's just wearing really big glasses, aren't you, darling? But he's cute. But I forgot what I actually made him. What are his traits again? Okay, he loves outdoors. He has become cringe by now. He's a collector, animal enthusiast, and he's socially awkward. So I haven't made things easy for him. But let's just first show you the ground floor of his lot. This is one of those garage doors you can actually, it's from City Living. You can actually paint all kinds of graffitis on here if you want. So this used to be like the garage of the house, and he's now turned that into his kitchen. So you enter the house here, you have a little hallway, and I all wanted it to look sort of like old but cozy. So he's definitely done this place up, but it's not finished yet, basically. So off to the side here we have a kitchen, and he's been using old furniture, so that's why I've also used quite a bit of the wolf pack in here, the werewolf pack. I mean, there's quite a bit of eco lifestyle in here. Definitely all the objects you can use to recycle and whatnot, and create stuff. But that's all in the bookstore. You'll see that later. I've used a lot of packs again. Sorry, not sorry. So this is his kitchen. It's just a nice little kitchen, and he's got a perfect. His dog is actually called Perfect Puppy because he's a perfect puppy, and because I wanted him to have like a Mexican sort of dog, I gave him a Chihuahua because why not? So off to the side here, actually you can also see it through the window here, we have his little office, and again, you know, it's just a mishmash of all kinds of stuff, because I can imagine him having gone around the neighborhood and collected furniture that, you know, that he found or someone just donated to him, because, you know, he is from the past, but he's actually quite smart, so he's actually making quite a good life for himself in a time which is to him the future. But yeah, it all looks a bit messy because he's still, you know, doing this place up, and he's got a little computer here, and he's got these kind of statues everywhere because he loves these little creatures. They are his passion. He wants to collect as many of them as he can. Then off to the side here we have, oh actually there's also still there's also a little bathroom here. We have his living room, and I have to say I really love this wallpaper that came with the love pack. What's the pack called again? Love whatever, that pack. The lovely pack. So yeah, and I've also used some industrial stuff in here. There's all kinds of stuff in here, but it's a very cozy living room. This is all the old house, and at the back of the house, no, I'll first show you the upstairs. This is all still the old house. Upstairs he has a quite a big bathroom, but also, you know, washer and dryer. Here you have his bedroom, and again, you know, it's all just stuff that he basically threw together. There's still like paintings he still has to put up, you know. The house isn't finished, but it's very livable and it's very cozy. And here he has this actually functions as a bedroom, can be a guest room or whatever, but he also, you know, has an old bed here that he still maybe wants to refurbish and reclaim, just recycle or whatever. But he's also a bit paranoid, so he also has this thing so he can listen in on people, and got lots of old stuff in here. So we basically still go through the process of, you're just collecting all kinds of stuff and seeing what he can repurpose, seeing what he can still use and maybe sell or whatever. And out here, of course, you have more statues. He has a little balcony area. So this is basically all the old house that he sort of reclaimed. And he actually also built a little whatever roof terrace, and he has a weather machine because he's very smart, and, you know, I don't know why he has it, I just like it. But because it's also, it has to be eco-friendly. He's got these solar panels and whatnot. So yeah, the lot was based on the world that Little Red Riding Sim is creating, and there's just one of the lots of the many saves that she's working on. So definitely go give her a follow, by the way. There are quite a few people contributing to all of this. Yeah, so it's nice. So out here he has actually added a more modern expansion to the house. Basically just old containers that he just sort of mixed together. He sort of turned that into a big space where he can just, you know, add to his collection of these creatures. Don't ask me to pronounce it. He actually found 2 more today, so we can add them here. So he wants to have all of them here. It also has like the flower arranging table, and you can, you know, grow some plants in here. But I made sure to put some chairs on the other in here as well, so you can just sit and look at his little creatures because he loves them so much. Out in the back he has a little patio, and he has some more spaces to just grow plants. He's got a few chickens. They're called Bob and Bobby because of reasons. He's got a little rock whatever kind of garden bit. He is growing these crickets to feed his creatures. Oh, he also has a frog, and he's got some more planter stuff sitting here. He's got some bees as well, and this is just also part of your building. This actually basically just functions as a gate to his backyard, so we can also enter his backyard through this door. So that is basically his lot. This is his house, and next to his house is a big reclaimed bookstore. Okay, this is the bookstore. It used to be really big, but the the owner just moved away or died. I don't know what happened to the owner, but the bookstore is still here. And even though officially it's obviously part of his house, people can come in here whenever they want. I made sure that this is set as the front door and no one can enter this but him and his household. But people will just come in here. If you play the lot, you'll just see people walking in here because people are rude. But let's just have a look. You can definitely also play it as a community lot if you want to. You don't have to play it as a home, but you can play it in different kind of ways. So downstairs in the old bookstore, I actually added all kinds of stuff on the outside so people can just use it. You definitely can use it as a community lot, even the park lot if you want, because you have all kinds of objects that people can just use. You have a toilet and shower down here. There's a barbecue. Of course, we have these big bins so people can just, you know, look for trash and recycle it. You have a table so you can sell some stuff that you create. Here you have a chess table and whatnot. But this used to be, I'll just show you from, I'll just go up. This used to be a very big bookstore, and it had a very open space, lots of books, bookcases, and if you're up here you can look all the way down. But like I said, people have reclaimed this bookstore, so we still have the what you call it, the counter here, but there's no cash register anymore, so you can't play it. Well, if you want, actually you can put back a cash register and also play it as a store if you want to, but obviously this is not being used as a store because, well, even though all the bookcases are still here and you still have the table with all the things that used to be on sale, no one is actually coming in here to buy the books. They could just sit here and read the books. They could just play the games if they want to. So here they have just a nice little area where you can sit and hang out and chat and read if they want. Down here, obviously this one doesn't work now because I put the tables on it, but this is now just decoration. They can play games, they can play football. I even put a little computer here, and at the back of the stairs, this actually works. I tried it out. I put in one of those utility closets, so they can also do woohoo and whatnot in here. This actually works. So I hid it under the stairs, but it works. I tried it, and yeah, I tested it. On the next floor, they've just added a whole bunch of planters that they can use as a. So this bit is basically sort of like the greenhouse of the community now. They can also make nectar. They can make candles. They can make crystal jewelry stuff. Again, this is just, you know, it used to be one of the displays, but they sort of put other stuff in here that they now use. Oh, there are trees now growing in here because I like the idea. Here they have the machine to recycle things. This is the invention things. You can invent all kinds of eco-friendly objects or whatever. There are two bathrooms on each side. Sorry, it's one bathroom on each side. So this has become a very functional place. He now, the way I play him, he just comes in here and this is part of his house. But, you know, people will walk in here and he'll have a chat with them and whatnot. On the top floor, again, this is all part of the old bookstore, but they've added more couches and more seating areas so they can just sit and relax. They added a piano and a guitar so they can just play some music. And up here they have some more craft stuff, so they can paint, they can do some wood crafting, make fizzy juices, and, you know, do some archaeology, whatchamacallit. So that definitely has become sort of like a big community lot with a house next to it, and that's where he lives, next to the bookstore. I really enjoyed working on this, and because I enjoyed this so much, I decided to build a lot that is not exactly the same, but almost in the same sort of style, and that's in the park, and that's the next lot I want to show you. Okay, here we are at the park. I had him travel here with Tacky Jackie and Romeo. I don't know where Romeo has gone off to, but this lot is called the Park Tavern, and I just wanted to replace the build that was already here because not because it's not a good build, but I just didn't like it for this spot. I wanted something that would blend in with the whole park a bit better, actually. And And I really like the idea of having a lot that looks as if they're old Mexican builds, but then it's actually a park lot. So I have to obviously pause the Sims, otherwise they just do all sorts of things. Hang on, I'll have to. I don't know where they were all off to, but at least he's now sitting down and chatting with Jackie. But I will pause the Sims now, otherwise I'll get distracted. But I'll just show you the outside of this little first. This is a park, and I just wanted to, whenever I create a park or some other kind of community lot, I also always want to add as many activities as possible. You know, I want people to come in here, and this lot is actually I've play tested it, and it's actually quite busy. It always a lot of people come to this lot, probably also because it's park here itself is very popular, and there's lots to do here. But on the outside, it just looks like this. Actually, I should have gone in a bit early in the day, but now it's evening, so the lighting isn't the best, I guess, but still doesn't really matter too much. But this is the front of the lot, if you, at least on the gallery it is. But from all sides, no matter where what side you actually enter this lot from, they all sort of will have a front view kind of feel. Yeah, the problem with this lot is that it's actually quite next. It's next to these high buildings, and the camera keeps going up and down. I just really don't like the camera in the game, because every time you get to a bigger building or whenever you get close to a high mountain or something, the camera just shoots up, and it's very difficult to actually show something off. But from every angle, this lot actually looks as if it's the front of the lot, because it has no real front of the lot. But anyway, let's just have a look at what's on the outside. I'll try to do it as quick as possible, otherwise the video is going to be too long. I just added a whole bunch of activities here, or objects that they can use to, you know, either learn some skills or do some social interactions. So here I've got this fire pit from the little campus kit. I think I've used some of the actually quite a bit of that pack in this lot, because I really like that kit, but I don't really use it very often. I don't know why. So I decided to use it for this lot. But yeah, all these chairs are from that kit as well. So is this little thing. So here they can just sit around and just, you know, have a nice chat, play some music. This is this thing that came out of Debug from the Love Struck pack, and I really liked it. Oh look, hello darling. I don't know why all these people are going home all of a sudden. That's weird. They shouldn't go home, just stay here. It's a lovely lot. Actually during the day, and probably later on as well, you see couples sitting on these benches all the time, just, you know, do all kinds of romance stuff, just cuddling and whatnot. Obviously that's the vibe of the whole park. So here I added a little area. Actually, it's nicer when you actually see the trees, where people can just sit and relax. And if I've used a new fountain that came with the Love Struck pack. Here you have this little, whatchamacallit, you can hire a vendor, and someone will come in and you can buy food if you want to. I really wanted to use this object because it's fun for the Sims to sit out here and watch films together, watch TV or whatever. Although during the daytime, when it's very light outside, you don't really see very much, because, you know, the light outside is too bright. But if you watch a film here in the evenings, it's really nice. It sort of feels like a like an old-fashioned outdoor driving kind of, you know, vibe, whatever. So that's that thing. We have this for the toddlers. Of course, because it's a park lot, you need some things for kids as well, and I decided to go for the pirate ship because I didn't really want to use the new swing set that came with the Love Struck, because I think it's just weird looking. I really don't like the way that one looks, and because it's the build itself looks kind of old, I really wanted to use the pirate ship, and also because I really think the pirate ship is cool. I still like this object for kids. I also thought about putting in the that tree house that came with the family pack. I always forget what it's called. But apparently the game does not recognize that as a sort of like a play thing for kids. So I just went with this, but I really like that as well. Down here we have a barbecue with a few sitting areas so they can just sit and have a nice barbecue. So there are lots of things to do outside, and I really want people to come and sit on the benches. I don't know why everyone's going home all of a sudden. Why are you all leaving? Oh, well, other people are coming in. Oh, well, he's having fun with Jackie anyway. So that is good. Maybe I can have them watch a film together. Why don't you watch a movie together? Oh, someone else is joining us now. Oh, Romeo's still here somewhere. Sorry, dude, we're going to watch a film. Who are you? I turned the headlights off. So they'll be watching a film, and you can see that in a minute what that looks like. But let's have a look on the inside, because even though on the outside it looks as if, you know, there are a couple of buildings combined, like it's all small lots. Inside is just one big build, because I really wanted it to function that way. So here I just added a bar, so you can hire a mixologist and have it also function as a bar. You can actually also play this as a bar. It fits the requirements of a park and a bar, so you can do that as well if you want to. But because it's in the big park in the new world, I'm going to upload as a park lot. I did leave quite a lot of space around all the objects, because especially during the daytime, every time I've tested this or played this lot, it's always very busy in here, and I never want the Sims to get stuck or to, you know, be in each other's way. So there's lots of room everywhere. I did add a utility closet. It's a bit, you know, in a quite open area, so everybody, if you go in here, the people will know that you're in here, but I really don't care. So there's a bar area, we've got piano, I added a guitar, nice little seating area, just something for the kids so they can play. I always add something for the dogs, because I usually play families with pets. Whenever I take them somewhere, I want there to be food for my pets as well, so I always add this in most community lots. So I hope you have pets. If not, it's a good game, it's a good pack, go get it. No, I really don't want you to get anything you don't want to get, obviously. Upstairs we have this thing for the kids to play. We have a big restroom onto the side here, with also a toddler potty and a changing table for babies and toddlers as well. So again, lots of room, because it can get really crowded in here. Off to the side here we have a table where they can play all sorts of games, and I wanted these little side chambers to be a bit more, you know, to be very homey. So they look like small little living rooms where you can just get together with friends and either play cards or any other kind of game, or you can sit here and play chess. But obviously, because it's a park lot, you need to have a chess table, so that's why we have this as well. Oh, hello, lady. So, oh, and I also added a dartboard here, which is actually, you know, the placing of this might be a bit dangerous. I mean, if you're in here and you want to come out and someone is, you know, playing darts and they're not very good at dart yet, you know, you might get hit by a dart, but so you have to be careful. But it's it's a nice little anyway. What's Erwin doing here? Why is he sleeping here? Erwin, darling. Okay, well, you can also sleep here. You can take naps if you want to. There's a little bench here on this balcony, and here is another little table. So basically, it's just a fun lot that I think fits really well into this area. I think it blends in with the big park quite well. Why don't you sit down? Why are you crying? Go sit. See, in the dark is actually better. In the daytime it's too bright, but you know, when it's getting darker, it's actually quite nice to watch films here together with some mates. Oh, Romeo, hello. Oh yeah, he also is a bit, the way I play him, is a bit paranoid, so he planted a bug on him. But Romeo always walks around in his underwear. Well, lots of time anyway. I didn't make him. If you want to know what the deal is with Romeo and Jackie, go watch my other tour video. What was that one called again? That house. I made a really weird penthouse. Well, just go through my list, you'll see them. If you want to know why they look like this and why he walks around like this, it's all explained in that other video. I'll probably link it at the end of the video. So you can watch it if you want to know why he's walking around like this. But anyway, it's a nice lot, and I really do think that the way I build it now, it really blends in very nicely with this neighborhood. Yeah, I think it really suits this whole area now. So that's why I wanted to create something else, because I really, to me, the build that was here, even though it was really nicely built, I just felt it stood out a bit too much, and I never really like it. I always want my builds to sort of blend into the environment, and I think this one does. So yeah, you can also download this slot if you want. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this tour video, and until next time, bye for now.